growing up, I thought I always knew what I wanted to do. And I told my mom when I was 5 years old that I wanted to play baseball for the Chicago White Sox. And so most of my life was directed towards that goal, except later it morphed into wanting to play softball in the Olympics. And I went to Catholic grade school and saw sisters there, but I had no inclination to be a sister, and I thought that they just prayed all day and it was boring. And so I didn't want to do that until one day in 7th grade, after recess with the boys and playing football, I was standing in the doorway ready to go home, and all of a sudden heard this voice, or had this sense that someday I'm going to be a sister. And that was rather frightening for me because I did not want to do that. And it kind of stayed with me all through high school, but I didn't know how you became a sister, and I really didn't want to. So I didn't pursue it, and I ended up going to college at the University of Nebraska at Kearney. And it was there that Jesus started changing my heart and helping me to see what religious life really was and wasn't. And I met some good friends there, and one of them came up to me one day and said, "I'm thinking about being a sister." And I said, "I could never do that." And even though I was thinking, wow, that's exactly what I would like to do. And so we ended up becoming friends and starting to discern together. And during that time, I also walked on to the University of Nebraska at Kearney softball program and started playing center field for them. And it was awesome. It was everything that I wanted it to be. Practice, lifting, conditioning, hours a week, all the time. And then one day I had this realization that if I look back on my life in 20 years or next week when I'm injured and I can't play anymore, will I be satisfied that I spent my life chasing after a little yellow ball or trying to win the next game? And I realized I would not, and this is not what I want for the rest of my life. And after a lot of prayer and adoration and speaking with Jesus, he was changing my heart to not only think that I had to be a sister, but having this desire to be a sister and wanting to give my life fully to him and give everything. And so at the end of my sophomore year of college, then I dropped out of school, quit the softball team, and entered the School Sisters of Christ the King. And it's been an amazing gift to be espoused to Jesus for the rest of my life.